Hello people, and welcome to a video I'm going to randomly make on my channel. You know how I made a color code video on my channel? If you watched episode 3 of my series, you should know that I made a video on my channel explaining stuff about color codes and how to make them, and if I had to I planned on making a part 2, but I actually decided not to, considering that, all that was an audio recording, and I just put clips over it. If I had to do that again, because that was 10 minutes long or something, I don't want to do that again. So I decided to just explain what I thought in technical terms. So this is just Mario CC, as you can clearly see. And it's actually Mario's color code. You see I have a bunch of crap in here. But as you can see, I have Mario's color code, like, normally, highlighted here. And as you can see, it's coming up to show normal Mario. Like, normal Mario. See, if I move him around, he's normal. So, how is this even possible, you ask? Well, it's because if I look inside the CC, wait for it to load, it has a bunch of, like, CC values inside of it. This is a full color code, people. What the hell? It goes to 8107 EC's 8107 EC20 to 8107 EC A6. So, yes. Probably the reason why I'm doing this is because I saw Super Mario Glitchy 4's channel recently, and I saw his color code, which is in here, the YouTube category. And as you can see, this is SMG4's color code. I'm going to not ask for permission for this because he is actually, like, he said on his channel, shut up Skype, that you can use it whenever you want, so I'm just using it for the sake of an example. On the channel, yeah, that's just a small glitch with Project 64 that I have. It just reticks the thing that I said not to tick. But on his channel were these values, and I just managed to insert all of these extra ones in. Why is that so? Well, let's take a look. So, you wonder why Super Mario Glitchy 4's color code is the way it is, right? I was going to explain this in the color codes part 2, but I didn't really feel like it, and this can basically be color codes part 2. So, SMG4 looks like a general white-blue combination, right? Well, each hex value introduces something to the color code, and I'm going to say to Skype, shut up right now. So, his first value here is 9CBOBBOO. Forget the 2 extra zeros because they're just placeholders for something that isn't there, because this is just a hex value. This doesn't exist. So let's just look it up on Google. 9CBOBB. So yeah, use colorhexa.com because it's like the best website for hex values. And as you can see, if I scroll down, it's a grayish blue. So on SMG4's color code right here, you see he's got a lot of grayish colors on him, as you can clearly see. And basically he's got a lot of shading on him. A lot of shading. Now for his actual other value. So what was his other value for his shirt? Well, which is basically the 4 to 3-bit whatever. So that is actually 0000BB. So forget the extra zeros, like I said. So let's just go back and search that. 0000BB. So let's actually look that up. I actually tested this before, so that's why all these links are purple, because I've already clicked them. Yeah, but as you can see, it's just a strong blue. It's not the normal regular blue, because that's just shading, as you can clearly see. That's just shading. All this is around dark, all this is dark stuff. These here, and hair and the face, are normal values. So, and the RGB value, as shown here, is 0, 0 for red and green, respectively. And this is just blue, 187. This is 187 right here. So, yeah. This is the problem when you make a color code. You have to make sure you have the right shading, and if you're going to imitate a color code, you also need the correct shading on it as well. See, I have encountered people who have made test color codes of Super Mario Glitchy 4, which are right here. Notice right here, Boom. His head value is slightly different. Hat. What am I saying head for? His overalls value is completely different. It is the gloves value for normal Mario. And, yeah, I have a bunch of crowd on my bottom screen in case you haven't noticed that already. Like, bottom part of the screen. Anyway, that's not important. But I have all of this in the color code. I found this randomly on a YouTube video somebody made. It's like Super Mario Glitchy Force color code. Well, it's not actually Super Mario Glitchy Force color code because it's just this part and says it's this, and that's clearly different from the grayish blue we saw before. This is another try from someone else. And they completely changed the gloves value in the middle of it. See, this is the color code they have. This looks pretty bad. C1FFFF. Let's look that up. C1FFFF. C1FFFF. Use color hexer, it's better than that crud. Very pale cyan. So let's take a look at Project 64 again, and that is basically showing that. That's just a very pale cyan being repeated across the CC, and as you can see it's trying to imitate the white SMP4 CC has. But, where is it? It's in YouTuber. This is clearly different from the grayish blue we saw before, because the CCs are completely different. Now, shut up. Okay. Now, a lot of people, when they make a color code, they also forget to put shader values in, and their color code ends up being not full in the process, which can lead to a lot of problems. As you can see, I have a CC testing from before, but I also have... Shut up. Shut up. You didn't see anything. I have a whole bunch of crud, but I also have these two color code generators to compare. This is the one I used for my color code, and as you can see, Mario's default values are here, but if you just add the whole thing, like, this repeats the color code value throughout the whole thing. So, like, let me just highlight hot pink, for example. Add it, and as you can see, FF00880, and then it just repeats that throughout the whole thing. Like, this is a problem because the face color code actually has a shader value that determines the light value of it, this bit here, and what it does is it just repeats the dark part of it throughout the whole CC, and you end up with what looks like my face on it, if you really want an example, because I can easily show you. It ends up with a face looking like this, which doesn't look too bad, but for a regular face, it's not a regular face. It's just the shader value of it being repeated throughout the whole thing. So that's a little bit of a problem when people make their color codes with this generator. It's not as good, especially compared to this one, which is actually a lot better. But some of the mistake people tend to use with this is they make a CC with these two values. Like, let me just make a CC now. I'm just gonna highlight it with purple shader values and like just put it with purple. I'm gonna put this with green. And I'm just gonna repeat with the same green color. I think it's the same green. Yeah, it's the same green color. Anyway, what happens is, shut up, you end up with this value, as you can see. It's shaded and all, but a lot of people make the mistake that those parts, which are these two, the overalls and the shirt, they will just be there on the code and the rest of it will just fall into place. That doesn't happen because you haven't got anything there to cover it with. Should I example? Yes, I should. Add new cheat. Color code. Damn it. Yes, I say that. I just don't say it in my videos. Or around people I know. So, I'm gonna call it test. And it's gonna be, not full CC test. And I'm just gonna paste the color code in. I don't know what all this crud is. Don't worry. Just worry about cutting and pasting. And copying. So, as you can see, looks normal enough, right? Nope. It's not normal. If you really want to know, and wait for Project 64 to load the cheat code, because it's a little bit faster when you have the color code thing on it, but yeah, it has to load it to put it inside a directory inside the thing, because as you can see I have a bunch of folder things in there, because I'm smart enough to not have a million color codes spread across my whole cheats list. Shut up. So, basically, I'm gonna untick this, and wait for it to, okay, it worked this time, and this is the color code. As you can see before, my color code was on it, but now, lol, what the hell is this? Now, I'm not having any fragmented color codes because the values end properly. 202C and 38246. They're normal. It's just my color code. Do I need to show you? Shut up. But I'm just going to test it with Mario's color code. So he's covering every value because he's a full color code. I swear Skype's going to get to me. Like, right now. And then, not full CC test, and same values as before. Again, why does this happen? Because I explained it in the previous part, but I'm sure some people were like, you probably overlooked it. No, I'm not overlooking it. This bit, and this bit, and this, and this aren't covered with a real CC. Like, do I need to show you further? Yes, Mario's color code is still affected by this. Do I need to show you even further? I think I do. I'm going to put a reference to a YouTube Ranger member in here. Lance. As you can see, his color code is entirely blue. If I put that not full CC test on it, where are you? Should be here. See, this and this aren't affected, as well as this and technically this, but you can't see it because they're the same values. But this and this, nice one. This and this are actually not, like, they're full values, but these ones aren't. They're not covered by a part. This is a mistake people tend to make with this, and they make really short color codes because of it. Like, hey, you want my color code? Okay, here! And they end up with a really bad looking color code that just ends up... You have to reset the ROM a million times if you want the desired result, like Mario's normal colors. But, just default colors. These are what the hell? These are Mario's regular values. This is the Mario color code. If I just clear this right now... But if these are Mario's regular values, this is what happens in his color code. I'm not kidding. This is the code that is probably embedded into the game to make Mario's colors what they are. And this is a mistake people tend to make when they make a color code and they only insert values for the overalls and cap and arms, like shirt technically, and don't insert values for the rest of these. They end up having a not full color code in the process. I'm looking at someone here when I say that. But, basically, what you could also do is basically add all these values in. It'll be long, but it'll be worth it. So not full CC test, let's just bring all the rest of this stuff in, and then I'll show you. And I'll show you some test examples. Yes, I also have a bunch of crud seeing on my Firefox too. You like it? Project 64, I kind of want you to load. There you are. In test, there is a not full CC test. I think I also have a YTR color code highlighted too. Yeah, you. Okay, it's off. Good. Now, if I take a different color code, I'm gonna pick Super Luigi. As you can see, it's Super Luigi. Hooray! And then if I change it to the not full CC test, we've been going through this whole video, and I said shut up. I want to test a video. Like a video with color code testing in it. So can I please have a normal color code thing going on, please? Anyway, not full CC test is full. Now you couldn't see it because of the face and the thing, and I feel stupid for that, but actually, they're covered too. Like, let me get a color code with a face. Like, do I need, like, there is a color code I know that has a face. Shut up. Like, maybe I can get mine. See? Look, mine. Mine turn on. Mine has that normal thing. And then if you need me to switch it whilst it's turned around, I will do that. I said turn off. That glitch can get annoying sometimes. It's not too big an issue though. Trust me, as much as I've been making a big deal about it in this video, it's not really that big a problem. See? They're covered too. And that's basically what you go through when you create a video. I actually also created another color code that I could actually see to make getting people if they want this color code or if they want this color code also. Wait, this isn't... Wait, that's the color code I used now. This is the one I used. It's also full. It's just green and orange values inserted into the respective same colors. So this is blue and it's got green shading in it. And this is red but it's got orange shading in it. It looks pretty nice, actually. If you want this color codes, if you want to alter like this, or this, feel free to ask me, because then I can just PM the these two to you, and then you can use, which one was it? This one, to make shadings in these 4 bits to your own desires. Although I could also use this for like a video aside from this one. But yes, as you can see, yeah, and also as you can see in these parts here, there are a bunch of values that you see that are quite normal. So, like, that are normal to each normal part. So, I'm just going to explain them now. 8107EC20 to 8107EC2E, or in some cases 28 to 2A, like these two and then these two, are just an overalls value. 3 to 4 is the shirt value. 5 is basically the gloves value, so like it's similar to the overalls. They all go in a certain pattern. You can recognize it when you go through it. 6 to 7 is the shoes value. 8, which is the same as the overalls and the gloves, is the face value, which is a thing a lot of people tend to make a mistake on, regardless if there's none or if it's like my color code. What the heck? Yes, I know, I was looking for that bit window in the first place. And 9 to A, which is 10, is the hair value, which is commonly mistaken for other things. I know. But yes. But that's enough of me. As you can see, this video has been going on for a while, so yeah, I hope you end up getting good color codes and like doing that. Yes, if you see I still have this Christmas texture pack on, I'm recording a new video that involves one section of it having the Christmas pack on it still. So don't worry, all is well. I also had it zoomed in so then you can see the shading a lot more easily, because if I don't shade it in and it's like this, you're not going to see it as well. So if I just show it like this, you'll be able to see it a lot more. Also, I'm using freeze cameras, so then you can see this a lot better. I mean the face part, because if the normal up close camera makes you turn around. Anyway, enough of my gibberish and enough of my normal talk. But anyway, I'm going to do my normal talking, and that will basically be it for this video. So, hope you learned a lot more about color codes. I put some of the stuff I said in this video in the description of the previous one, which is color codes, like how to make a color code in this 64 or something like that. I don't remember the exact title. Aren't I a genius? Anyway, enough of me gibbering. See y'all, have a good day, peace. Random sky!